So here we have the Mini Cooper hatchback 5-door on an 18 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see that it's a 5-door, as I've mentioned, with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we have plenty of boot space, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. These seats are as good as brand new. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter. We have the speedometer in the middle and the fuel gauge on the right-hand side. You can see the total miles for this car are 7,859. You can change the information displayed above that by pressing the button on the end of the indicator stalk, and if you leave it on this one, you get a digital readout for the speedometer, as you can see. Moving over into the middle, we have the stereo for the car. If I press the menu button and use this dial, we can go through vehicle information, multimedia, the radio, telephone, services and settings. So firstly, when it comes to the radio, this car has got FM, AM and DAB digital radio. If you want to listen to your own music, you can do. There's a USB device, auxiliary plug-in as well. And the menu will take us back to here, and this is where you can pair up your telephone for the car. And at the end there, we have vehicle information, so your onboard computer, fuel economy and all that kind of thing. It's all available to you there. Below that we have air conditioning, so you can determine the direction of the air from here. Fan speed on this dial, and then temperature, cold to hot on this one. Hit that button to turn the air conditioning on. When that light is on, the air conditioning is on, or it's off. This button will recirculate the air that's in the car, so that's a great way of cooling it down or heating it up quickly, depending on the temperature you've set there, of course. We then have these three buttons here. So this starts and stops the engine. This car's got keyless start. You just need to make sure the key is inside the car. Hit that tab to start the engine. Same thing to stop it again. This car's also designed to cut out in traffic when you're stationary to save you fuel. That turns that system off, and there's a little light that comes on just there. Similarly, this one, you get a light will come up on the dashboard here to tell us that we've turned off traction control, or back on again. And under that, we have a 12-volt charging socket, the USB and auxiliary inputs that I mentioned previously, and a 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.